Let's check out chordal scales in G major. So using the PDF that's attached to this video, what I want to do is I want to show you how to play the scale but with chords. Okay, so remember we said that each note has a number applied to it, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Okay. Well, what we want to do is we want to get accustomed to playing a chord for each one of these notes. We want them to be under our fingers very quickly so that when someone calls out a 4 chord or a 5 chord, we can grab it and know exactly where that chord is in that key. Okay? And what I've found is that you can put just about any tune, any song, into the feel of G or C. Okay, and I'll explain more about what that means later, but for right now, let's just say the key of G and C. Later on, we'll be telling you a little bit more about what I mean by feel and key and the differences between those two. But for right now, using the attached PDF, let's go through this. So we have a G to start off. That's our 1, right? And remember we said that our chords are major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished. So we have major for our G. We have an A for the 2, and we said that was a minor chord. 3, 1, 2, 3, which is a B, so we play a B minor. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 is a C chord. C because it's major. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is a D, which is a major chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's an E. Remember, D, D sharp, E. And a 6 chord is minor. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or we could go backwards. 1, 7. And that's a diminished chord. So, and for that one, you just want to play, if you're looking for an actual form, just play strings 6, 5, 4, and 3. Because technically what we need to do for that chord is we need to lower the 5th a half step, and there's a 5 over here, and you're going to have a really funky fingering. You're going to need a lot more fingers than 5 fingers to play it. So just use that fingering that I showed you for the purpose of this exercise, okay? So what you want to do with this is you want to be able to play the chord, the scale, the chord scale, smoothly. Okay. You want to be able to play it backwards. And while you're doing this, what I want you to do is I want you to say the number of the chord and the flavor. So if it's, 1 major, 2 minor, 3 minor, 4 major, 5 major, that sort of thing. Or you could just say 1, 4, 5. If it's not major, then you can say minor. If it's major, then you can just say the letter. And that's typically how we denote that in the number system, chord charts, and that sort of thing. Okay, so now there's a specific reason why I'm showing this to you in the key of G, and there's a specific reason why I'm going to show it to you in the key of C is because we can pretty much use those for all songs, so we're not having to play a bunch of bar chords. And the great thing about it is because the key of G and C technically are only off by 1 note. Okay, if we play the key of G, it's all naturals except for the F, which is an F sharp. If we play the key of C, it's all naturals, so there's including the F. So because those two are so close, if we're playing in the studio, if we're playing live or whatever, and we have our guitar capoed so that it feels like the key of G or C, then basically all of our licks are right there underneath our fingers with the exception of that 1 note, and we just make a compensation for that. All right? Okay, so now let's take a look in the next video for chordal scales in the key of C.